Hello, and welcome to the Ouachita News. I'm Georgia Richards.
And I'm Kaylin Clay. We hope you are having a great week. I think the weather is going to be beautiful for some outdoor activities as we move deeper into April. Here is Caroline with the weather for this week.
Hello and welcome, Ouachita Weather Watchers. It is Tiger for Life Week, and there are a lot of outdoor events for everyone to attend, so good thing the weather is going to be nice. Today we have a high of 71 and a low of 45 degrees. Tomorrow the high is 63 degrees and a low of 43 degrees with partially cloudy skies. Friday the high is 61 degrees with a low of 36 degrees with partially cloudy skies again. Moving into the weekend, Saturday the weather is going to be sunny and pleasant with a high of 71 degrees and a low of 44 degrees. The weekend's good weather will continue with a high of 83 degrees on Sunday and a low of 59 degrees. Monday will be cloudy with a high of 74 and a low of 58. Tuesday the high is 82 with a low of 59, and it's looking like it'll be a beautiful week next week. Predictions are by AccuWeather. Back to y'all.
Thanks for giving us our Ouachita Weather Watch. While it is election season on Ouachita's campus, Catherine Toddy and Mary Charles West are both running for the position of student body president. Caroline had the chance to visit them both and why they are running for president and goals they have for the next year.
Both Catherine Toddy and Mary Charles West are running for student body president. Let's hear why they wanted to run, the activities they're involved in, and their goal if they are to be elected student body president.
I would love to serve as your student body president this year because I would love to be your voice. This year, I have had the opportunity to serve as the Student Senate co-chair of special events. In this position, I have worked alongside President Madison McGee, and I have learned how important it is to be involved in different areas around campus. If I had the opportunity to serve as your student body president, I would make sure that your opinion is being well represented in the day-to-day functionings of Ouachita. One thing that makes Ouachita special is its spirit. We see this in the day-to-day interactions with our professors, and as we're walking from one part of the campus to the other. One of my main goals is to make sure that the spirit of Ouachita lives on. We have come out of a really tough past 2 years. The pandemic made things a lot more difficult to accomplish some of the typical aspects of the school year, but one thing that has remained is the spirit of Ouachita. We see this through the daily interactions, and it's really important and special to me to make sure that, one, I can represent the student body to the best of my ability, and two, I can preserve the spirit of Ouachita that has been here since its founding. I am also a member of OSF, where I serve on the Fundraising and Finance Committee and the Student Recruitment Committee. Through OSF, I have worked Tiger Tunes, I have worked mini concession stands, and I get to see just how important a smiling face is to all of the people that we cross paths with. I am also a member of the Women of EE, where I serve as their historian. Historians' duties is just to uphold the Constitution and to make sure that we are following the traditions and the different values and morals that were set many years before us. Tradition is super important to me, and I think that as historian, you get to see the firsthand effects of working with alumni and seeing how proud they are to see you lead and grow. I am also a member of the Pre-Law Society. This year we have had some practice LSAT meetings, we've had different meetings with lawyers, and we've gotten to really engage with previous Ouachita students who have gone on to become lawyers. This is really important to me because I do plan to come back to Arkansas to practice law, specifically the southern region. So being able to connect with lawyers right here in Arkadelphia has been really special and important to me, while also helping me prepare for the LSAT, which I will be taking this June. Join me, Catherine Toddy, as I preserve the spirit of Ouachita for this upcoming school year and many more years to come.
My name is Mary Charles West. I'm a junior from North Little Rock, Arkansas. I'm a business and political science double major, and I want to go to law school after Ouachita and pursue a career in either corporate law or more political sides of things. So I decided to run for student body president because I've been on student senate the past 2 years, and I've really loved how I've been able to be involved through that on campus, and just on that side of things, seeing how we impact the campus, what we do for students on campus. And so that's really drawn me to run for student body president. And so I, as student body president, would want to make student senate more approachable to students who are not on Senate. I want everyone to feel like they can come up and talk to Senate and present things and different ideas. I really want to be a voice for the students on campus. I feel like lots of times students don't speak up for what they think or what they want to see on campus, and so I really want to advocate for that and just make OBU an even better place than it already is. I really want to have more little pop-up events that aren't necessarily a big deal on campus, that don't necessarily take a lot to put on, but just little fun things. I give a lot of tours on campus, and so I think it's really fun for those prospective students also to see different things going on campus, and so I really want to do little events on campus. My sophomore year, I was a class representative, and then this year, I am the junior class vice president, and this year also I am one of the co-chairs for our special events committee, and so me, along with my other chair, we helped put on homecoming and all the ins and outs of that, getting the maids together, doing rehearsals, ordering flowers and all that stuff. We've also are getting ready to do the academic awards banquet that's at the end of the semester, and so putting on those types of things, and then working traffic court, helping with other events that Senate does on campus, just all sorts of things. So besides Student Senate, I'm part of the Women of E. I'm also part of the Ouachita Student Foundation. I serve as one of the co-chairs for student recruitment. I also work part-time as a tour guide in the admissions office, giving tours to prospective students. I'm the current vice chair for College Republicans, and then I'm part of the Pre-Law Society. I'm Mary Charles West, and I'm ready to lead.
Voting for all executive cabinet positions will take place Friday from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Voting will take place in your info portal this Friday from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Brandon Holloway, a vocally talented student, visited with Kelsey Lawhon to give us insight on what it is like to be a performer.
Freshman vocal performance major Brandon Holloway. You've probably seen him performing during performance arts class, with the gospel or concert choir, even during chapel. But if you haven't seen him yet, you've definitely heard him. I sat down with Brandon this week to ask him a few questions about his musical talent and passion.
My only passion is really just music, singing. Like, I love to sing. It is my life in a way, because that's all I do. My whole life I've been singing, so as a child I just started singing.
Brandon explained how he feels about singing in front of large crowds.
I don't get stage fright. I get super excited and anxious, but then I just live in the moment and I just have fun while doing it.
He also shared what he does when he makes a mistake on stage.
And then I keep going. I did that before. Sometimes I just stupidly go on, but sometimes I make a face or a noise. It is what it is.
He listed a couple of things musicians need in order to be successful.
Having the Lord on your side. Practice. Also being open-minded.
He passed on a piece of advice that was given to him by another musician.
Just because you're talented, that doesn't mean that you don't have to practice, because your talent can only take you so far.
Finally, he outlined his future aspirations.
I plan to be an actual performer, preferably a gospel singer.
We can't wait to see what big things await in Brandon's bright future. But until then, Ouachita is lucky to have him lifting up the Lord's name in worship with us. This is Kelsey Lawhon signing off for the Ouachita News.
Thanks, Kelsey, for sharing Brandon's story, and to Brandon for sharing your gifts with all of us.
This week at Ouachita, be sure to keep an eye out for great ways to participate in Tiger for Life Week, a week sponsored by the Ouachita Student Foundation to encourage students to live lives of meaningful work for the rest of their lives outside of Ouachita. Tomorrow, stop by the Philanthropy Fair on Thursday and visit with organizations from around Arkadelphia to hear about the philanthropic efforts. Friday, outside of the stew, write a note to a donor and in return get a float of your choice. We are so thankful for the donors that make Ouachita possible. Be sure to thank them in the various ways this week.
Executive cabinet elections are taking place this week and next week. Class positions will be voted on. To hear speeches from both student body president candidates, come to Macbeth Recital Hall tonight. Make sure to vote in your info portal this Friday and next Friday. Tomorrow night is opening night of Godspell and will be performed through the 10th. Chi Delta's Rumble in the Jungle dance is also tomorrow night from 10 to 12 in the Tiger Den.
That's all the Ouachita news we have for you today. Be sure to follow us on Instagram and be on the lookout for the What's New Ouachita segment on our Instagram stories.
That's right. This is Ouachita News, and we will see you next week.